Hello and welcome to episode 11 of the Nose Bros. I like to normally talk about boots, but today I'd like to talk to you about forest fires and how only you can prevent them. Actually, I'm making fun of my hat. It's what happens when you tell your family you want to see if, you're a hat guy. And then they don't buy you a hat, and you buy one for yourself, and you kind of look like maybe not a drill sergeant, maybe not a state trooper, but maybe more like a bear that puts out forest fires. I can't wear it, it's going to distract me. So, look, that was fun. So first of all, hey, I'd like to say thank you for all the people that have subscribed to the channel, people that have watched the videos and commented. I really appreciate it. Little piece of housekeeping, I actually cleaned up behind me, which was nice. I did that over the break. I haven't been on here in 12 days. And during those 12 days, I've consumed 4, maybe 5 gallons of eggnog. Not with any alcohol in it, just straight eggnog. And it may have done something to me. I think I'm dumber, and I feel slower. So, and my blood feels like it's not moving properly, almost like it's a solid. So anyway, and also, again, thank you for subscribing, watching the videos. I wasn't going to mention it because I got a mean comment from a guy who said, save that crap for the end, when I said thank you for subscribing. No, Charles, I will not save it till the end. Thank you, people, for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed and you feel like subscribing, please do. And hit the like button. So today, I'm going to talk to you about Allen Edmonds boots. I know I haven't been on here in a while. We're not going to talk about Allen Edmonds shoes. We're just going to talk about the boots because at its heart, I think Allen Edmonds is a shoe company that makes boots as opposed to like Truman or Nick's or one of those companies that is a boot company that occasionally makes shoes. And I think there's a big difference there. The nuts and bolts of Allen Edmonds are, it was founded in 1922 in Port Washington, Wisconsin. Last year was its 100th anniversary and had a bunch of sales. You didn't miss anything, they have those sales every year. And once a year they have a trunk sale where you can order shell cordovan boots or shoes and weird makeups that you would never otherwise see. It's actually pretty cool. So, we're going to talk about construction, quality control, convenience, my overall thoughts on pricing and the whatever. I don't know if I'm going to be succinct or if I'm going to ramble. I have a feeling after not being on it for 12 days, I'll probably ramble. I do apologize in advance. But I'm going to do this in one take and see how it goes. Let's see. Construction. They're Goodyear welted boots. Yay. They started sneaking in cement construction boots, which I'm not a fan of. And they're also charging $350 for the Sawyer lace-up weatherproof boot, which has a cemented on sole, just like my Timberlands do, which did not cost $350. I would not buy those for $350. And A, because you're not going to resole them. And before you say you can resole them, I get it. Some cobblers can or will, but I don't understand why you would. I mean, if you paid $350, you probably would, but I don't know. I mean, it's like putting a new transmission in a Yugo. It's like a waste of money. A Yugo, for those who don't know, is a car that was made in Yugoslavia, which, for those of you who don't remember, was a country before it became a bunch of countries: Bosnia, Herzegovina, Serbia, Croatia, etc. Montenegro, I think, was the other one. And it was like $3,990 sold in the U.S. back in the 80s. It was the cutting edge of Serbo-Croatian technology, to paraphrase Dan Aykroyd. Wonderful, wonderful car. I almost bought one actually while I was in the Army, but I hit Spec 4, and when you get Spec 4 in the Army, I don't know if you know, they make you go and buy either a Ford Mustang or a Chevy Silverado from a local dealer at 26.7% APR, which, it's a rule, you have to do it. So I did. Didn't regret it for a moment. Anyway, they're Goodyear welted for the most part, but the construction outside of that is a little iffy. It's a storm welt, so yay, it's pretty, water resistant. They don't use a lot of natural materials. I mean, the Dalton boot does do a double leather outsole. The Dalton's one of their dressier boots, does a double leather outsole. But for the most part, you're looking at like a cork insert, not like cork, but like a cork board insert, along with maybe some foam or whatever else, maybe a little bit of leather. But like in my boots, the ones I have, like these long branch boots, which I like, and I bought for 240 bucks, so I feel really good about it. Vibram lug outsole, it's got a shank, and it came with no stitching problems. Everything was really nice, you know, but nothing in it's really natural, you know. I mean, you can't really pull out the insole, but everything in it is basically man-made stuff. And the Park City, which is one of the other ones I own, as you can see, everything is going to be man-made stuff. So leather welt, and then everything else inside it is man-made. The long branch actually comes with a plastic welt, which kind of blew my mind when I first saw that. But construction, so it's a Goodyear welt, and then it's a mishmash of man-made and natural materials. Depending on the boot you buy, you might have more natural materials than man-made, but it's going to depend. And they're not really forthcoming with what everything is. You kind of have to buy them and take them apart. That being said, they're comfortable boots, and I've had Allen Edmonds boots for a while. I've got one pair that I've had for 8 years, 6 years. I keep forgetting what year it is. For some reason in my mind it's 2024, and I know it just turned 2023. So they were like the second pair of boots I bought. It was a pair of Higgins Mills. So I also bought a pair of their Shell Cordovan Higgins Mills, and they were great boots till someone stole them out of my locker at the gym. To which I say, great taste, kudos to you, but also, come on. I mean, they're my shoes. I was wearing them. I wore them in. Jerk. So the construction is good, but iffy. Like the parts aren't as good as you would like them to be, I don't think. They seem to be skimping a little bit. And I think part of that is they were purchased by a venture capital firm a few years back. I don't know a lot about venture capitalists. I do know that I saw the movie Pretty Woman, and that's where I get most of my ideas from that. And Richard Gere is a venture capitalist who hires a prostitute, Julia Roberts, already willing suspension of disbelief, and then engages in a bunch of sociopathic behavior, and she falls in love with him. All right, it skewed my ideas about venture capitalism and dating for years. So, a lot of women don't like it when you strangle a kitten in front of them. Is this good for you? I should probably edit that out if I get a chance. Anyway, quality control. This is the big thing that most people have complained about in the Allen Edmonds forums. Like I said, I've owned, at any one time, I've had 6 or 7 Allen Edmonds boots in my house, and I've ordered maybe 10, and I've sent 3 or 4 back just because they were crap. Now here's the weird thing. The ones I have right now, the Long Branch and these Park Cities, none of those are dress boots. They came in flawless. No missing stitches, no screw-ups, no misaligned anything. I ordered a pair of Daltons and a pair of Pattons, both of which are dress boots, or dressier boots. The Daltons are definitely dress boots. One came without, the brass eyelets, it just came with the holes, which is weird, that you would just miss all of those. And one came with half the sole hanging off on the side, like there was nothing had been attached. And they made it through quality control that way. I sent them back. I thought about keeping them, but then I'm not a fucking idiot, and then I was like, oh, I'll send them back. So they had their issues. However, the great thing about them, quality control might not be awesome. Customer service is. They immediately fixed my problem. Like, apologized, took care of it, got my return, sent me new boots, which were also kind of jacked up, and then I sent those back, and then I got these Park Cities, actually. This was very recent. So quality control, kind of lacking. And I think that might be just an ownership issue. And eventually, it'll get figured out. Convenience. As far as convenience goes, these boots, and by convenience I mean your ability to find the boot you want and the size you want and get it in a timely fashion. They're a big enough company that they have a decent surplus of sizes, and yeah, after sales they run low on stuff. But I've never waited more than 2 weeks for a pair of boots from them, except when I ordered from the trunk sale, which was like 9 weeks, but that's to be expected. You're having something custom made more or less for you. However, the rest of the time, it's super easy, right? You don't like your boot, you send it in, or it doesn't fit because, like, my Park Cities are 14Ds. These are 14Es. The Park Cities fit me at 14D, but 14D and the long branch would not. So I did not know the difference in the lasts. I don't have an Allen Edmonds store near me, so I had to order stuff and then send it back, right? Kind of trial and error, which happens a lot when you buy things online. And they're super cool about it. The thing is, they go from anywhere from a size 7 to a 15, from A's to triple E's, or B's to triple E's, which means unless you have the weirdest feet in the world, like a 17A, which essentially means you have like, you know, submarines strapped to your ankles. And I'm not foot shaming you, by the way, if that's your foot, whatever. I knew a girl in college, a very pretty girl, but she had webbed feet, and she always wore socks. I'm like, why do you always wear socks? And she showed me, and she had these little duck feet that would pop out. And she's like, do you think it's weird? I'm like, no. Yes. I thought it was really fucking weird. Didn't say it, though, because I'm a gentleman. Same thing with you with your submarine feet. I'm not going to make fun of them. They're your feet. You know, you're probably really good at skiing or have a really good center of gravity and you can't get knocked over. So good for you, right? Play to your strengths. So convenience-wise, though, they have all those available sizes and widths, and they're super good about replacing your boots, and they don't ask a lot of questions like, why did you order this 4 different times? I'm trying to find the right one that fits. So quality control might not be great, but customer service and convenience are top-notch. Overall price and value. These run anywhere from like $400 to $750, right, for the, you know, cordovan, shell cordovan boots. I don't mention the $350 cement construction because don't buy those. That's not a good idea. And if you've already bought them, I apologize. I'm not shitting on you. I make mistakes too, a lot. Just thinking about the eggnog, actually, which is probably going to kill me. Like in the next week, it's probably going to do something bad. Ticking time bomb is what I am. So anyway, $400 to $750 is not a cheap boot. Now they would say it's like mid-range. I mean, they're not Vibergs. You're not paying $1,700 for them. And they're not, you know, they're not Thursdays. You're not paying $199 for them. They're in the middle. But really, we all know $400 to $700 is a lot of money. Don't pay that, please. Buy them on either use their Collectors Club, which gives you 15% off and it's free to join. Or if you have ID Me, like military service or first responder, use that and get your discount. Or wait for a sale, but never pay full price for them. There's no reason to. I mean, there is, if your main goal in life is to be the perfect consumer and make a large corporation and a bunch of venture capital guys super happy, then yes, do that, please. You know, if you're that kind of people pleaser, do it. Otherwise, get them on sale, right? If you buy them on sale, they're a great price. Comfort-wise, the boots I have, like I said, I only paid $240 for the Park Cities, like $270 for the Long Branch or something like that. I feel like I stole them. They're great boots. They're super comfortable coming out of the box. Even my Shell Cordovan Higgins Mills back in the day were super comfortable. Not right away. It took a little while to break in because Shell Cordovan's a little stiff, you know, right at the outset. But these boots are really comfortable, and for what you're you know, as long as you understand what you're getting, right? You're not getting work boots. You're not putting out fires with these. You're not doing heavy construction. These are casual boots, dressed up. You know, you can dress up in them or like kind of look. Let's go with the word hip. I don't know if it's even a word people use anymore, but I'm using it right now. Yeah, just understand what you're buying, right? You're not buying work boots. You're buying casual work boots, right? And in that sense, they do a really good job. And because there's so many varieties available, you know, it's almost like collecting Pokemons. You get them all. The thing is, go into it with your eyes open. For me, I love the boots that I have. I accept that they're not going to be, you know, a lot of like really high grade materials inside. The outside on these works for me. I'm comfortable with them. The shoes are comfortable. They look good. They feel good. I would feel like I got ripped off if I paid full price. I will tell you that. So don't pay full price and you won't feel bad. Get them on a discount, get them on a sale, and you'll be like, yeah, you know, $240. These are better than Wilcox. These are better than, you know, a lot of other brands you'll see out there, and you'll feel a lot better about them. American made, etc. So I know I rambled. I know I went off topic a little bit. I do apologize. It's been a while, but I'll get back in the swing of things and I'll be more succinct. Okay, Charles? Thank you very much. You guys have a great night.